The Nigerian Senate faulted the revocation and wrongful reallocation of the Atala OML 46 operated by the Bayelsa Oil Company Limited, owned by the Bayelsa State Government, Hardy Oil Nigeria Limited and Century Exploration and Production Limited to Halkin Exploration and Production Company Limited. This is as the upper chamber ordered the commission to reallocate the oil field to regional owners as earlier directed by the presidency. Senate's resolutions were sequel to recommendations made to that effect by its Committee on Ethics, Privileges and Public Petitions. The Senator Ayo Akinye-Lori-led committee had, on the mandate given by the Senate, investigated petitions forwarded to it by Sir Daniel Chukwudozie on behalf of Hardy Oil Nigeria Limited, Bayelsa Oil Company Limited, and Century Exploration and Production Limited against NUPRC for alleged illegal and fraudulent revocation of Atala Marginal Field and its re-award to Halkin Exploration and Production Limited. Award of the oil field to Halkins, as stated in the petition, was in breach of due process and presidential directive. The committee, after several months of interface with all concerned parties on the oil field, recommended to the Senate that it should be reallocated to regional owners who are Hardy Oil Nigeria Limited, Bayelsa Oil Company Limited, and Century Exploration and Production Limited. This recommendation is in line with the presidential directive, which was applied in returning the 9 marginal fields to their original owners and operators. Before the Senate's resolutions, President Muhammadu Buhari in October 2022 directed the immediate reinstatement of the revoked licenses on a discretionary basis to qualified companies, with consideration given to the previous operators of the respective fields, subject to the demonstration of technical and financial capacity and payment of applicable good and valuable consideration.
That the Department of Petroleum Resources DPR, known as Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission (NUPRC), was misinformed by Halkin Exploration and Production Limited that it had invested $60 million on the Atala field to bring it to production, and that the revocation of the marginal fee was based on this false information supplied by Halkin Exploration and Production Limited, and therefore the recommendation for the revocation of the Atala marginal fee by the Department of Petroleum Resources DPR to Mr. President and Honorable Minister of Petroleum, Honorable Minister of Petroleum Resources through the Minister of State for Petroleum was deemed not to have followed due process, but because of falsehood. 2, that in the same way, the award process did not follow due process and was contrary to the presidential directive in re-awarding the 10 revoked marginal field. Consideration be given to their original operators. This not being the case, the committee noted with concern: A, that the Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission (NUPRC) or Department of Petroleum Resources (BTPR), as the case may be, did not invite Hardy Oil Limited, Bayelsa Oil Company Limited, and Century Exploration and Production Limited to bid for a re-award as directed by the President of the Nation and the Minister of Petroleum Resources. Therefore, the action of DPR contravened Mr. President's directives and negates the principle of fairness, equity, and justice. B.
While supporting the committee's recommendations, other lawmakers made some reservations over wrongful reallocation of Atala marginal oil field.
The government has made a very serious case, and the case is also very clear. It's a serious, that is an oil-producing state, undoubtedly, and very soon I'm sure so many other states, even in the north, will be oil producing. And it's better for us to encourage states to do this. Bauchi is now oil producing. Some other states are also oil producing that have been added to the list. So, Mr. President, mine is also to buttress the fact that these are what the President, Mr. Chairman, has presented. It's just the fact, and nothing but the facts. And therefore, I want to urge the Senate to approve this very unambiguous recommendation by the committee chairman. Thank you, Mr.
I'm of the opinion that the report as presented by this committee be upheld by this Senate and ensured that full implementation of that or presidential directive should be returned, be upheld. And then this oil field returned. Bayelsa has a company that is interested in this. The BOCL, this Atala oil field should be returned in line with the other 9, so that the Niger Delta region, especially Bayelsa State, should not be restive.
Really very weighty issues, and when we arrive at any conclusion, we should be satisfied that we have asked all the relevant questions. So if there is no this, I'll put question on the recommendation. And there is this recommendation that since the revocation of the Atala marginal field OML 46 was based on misleading information supplied by Halkin Exploration and Production Limited, and secondly, since NUPRC was unable to produce written evidence that Mr. President Muhammad Buhari, GCFR, who is also the Minister of Petroleum Resources, actually reversed his initial directive on the consideration of owners, operators of Atala marginal field for the award, as claimed by Representative NUPRC, Dr. Kelechi Ofegbu, at a public hearing. The committee therefore strongly recommends that the Atala marginal field OML 46 be returned to its original owners, operators, in line with presidential directive, which was applied in returning the other 9 marginal fields to their original owners, operators. Those in favor of this recommendation say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Leader of the Senate.
Yes.